I sat with Elton John just like this, and he had Bernie's lyrics right here, and this is where Island Girl and The Rock of the Westies, Always Done.
Philadelphia Freedom.
Philadelphia. Joe Walsh had a house up by the reservoir. He'd left the James Gang and he'd moved his wife and child, and he had a 24-track machine, and the machine broke down, and that's when Bill said, oh, Jim Guercio's building the studio. So when we started the Barnstorm record, there was no...
It's just dirt floor.
It was just
almost.
dirt floors. All that was completed was the studio. Everything else, there was no bathrooms, there was no...
I had looked at ranches all over the West to do this concept and to bring the creativity out of the LA, New York, Nashville to our own, to a different environment. So when we saw this place, it was a spiritual experience.
This was the lodge where the road crew usually stayed. I don't think any of the stars were here.
Billy Joel this corner.
Did Billy stay up here?
Because he liked...
Because he wanted to hang. He liked to hang the guys. Plus, he was probably spooked. The Running Bears is haunted as hell. Big time.
We'll show you that one.
Yeah. So anyway, this is where, you know, it was the hangout.
We have these old guest cabins, and if people come into this environment, it'll be supportive of the creative process.
John Lennon.
John Lennon was in
Michael
this one.
Jackson made
Michael
them,
Jackson.
tinfoil all the windows in that room.
Really?
Yep. Pitch black. And he still had his practicing pad in there.
Oh,
He
interesting.
put on a fat suit when he was here and went to Boulder,
Oh,
and
okay.
wore a disguise. Nobody knew who he was, and he went door to door.
Upstairs was functional. This was still dirt and stalls.
Yeah.
So even Stephen Stills remembers coming down here and pissing in the stalls.
Yeah.
So going back to what it was the most crazy experiment. Everybody said, no one will come up there. What are you, nuts? And so I just did the studio in the barn. I didn't have the money to kind of finish it. And there was an old city manager that was in love with the concept. He says, do you think people will come up and create? And I said, we're going to find out. And so we just, you know what, you don't think about it. Everybody in LA, even the artists called me and said, I'm not, you can be mixing up there, I ain't coming. And so defying all criticism and all adversity, we kind of said, you know what, it's Kevin Costner, build it, they will come, you know.